everyone. My name is Bozana Belokosa, and this is Spending a Little Time with Poetry. This show is brought to you by Freddie's Antique. I am spending a little time with poetry, creator, producer, and host. And this is my dog, Mr. Crackerjack Belokosa. This is a little bit of my background for those of you who do not know. I am a native of Detroit, Michigan. I am a certified access television director. I am a Poetry 101 creative writing teacher. I am an illustrator of my own books. I am a graphic designer, a storyteller of screenplays and teleplays, a playwright, a lyricist, and I have been published in 46 local, national, and international books. I am the owner of Bozana Belokosa's specialized writing service. I have edited 38 books. I am the founder of the Organization of Black Screenwriters, OBS. My first book, entitled What Happened to Rudolph's Nose, a children's book, is permanently housed in the Burton's Historical Collection for Michigan authors to be used by the public for reference. My work has been accepted to be published in great poets across America. 3 of my poems have been recorded. I have been a member of several prestigious organizations. I am an alumni of Pasadena City College and Cal State LA. I am on my journey of earning my PhD in creative writing and literature. Next year, my first textbook, entitled Here is How to Self-Publish and Prepare Any Manuscript, will be out. Also, my first novel, entitled Pigtails, and a book of fables entitled Belokosa's Fables. Today, I am reading to you from my latest book, Aha, Marijuana, Aha. This book, Aha, Marijuana, Aha, is published by Word Association Publishers. I wrote Aha, Marijuana, Aha partly because of the legalization of recreational marijuana, Proposition 64 in California, and an inspiration I got from a pot smoker. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the poetry. My first poem is entitled, I Love Marijuana. I love the feeling when I am high. I can kick back, turn on my music, and kiss the world goodbye. I love marijuana. I love marijuana, oh yes I do. I can't think of anything better than smoking a joint or two or maybe a few. I can send myself to a different place where everyone is happy and getting it on. The music is jamming and everyone is slamming to the wild beats heard on the bongo drum. I love marijuana. I love marijuana. Oh, yes, I do. I can't think of anything better than smoking a joint or two, or maybe a few. The air is filled with the heavenly scent of weed. Smiles are on faces and laughter is everywhere indeed. I love marijuana. I love you, marijuana. I love you, marijuana. Oh, yes, I do. My next poem is entitled, Believe It or Not. The last time I smoked some herb, something happened to me weirder than fiction. Now sit down and relax while I give you a rundown of my depiction. I know it might sound way out and crazy, but it occurred during Yuletide. I found this strange shaped bottle near a weeping willow tree with a genie inside. He was sitting on a yellow cushion, toting on herb, and had great big eyes. He had his woman smoking a fatty while sitting on his tattooed thigh. I shook my head and wiped my eyes. I said, this can't be what I see. Their pet chimpanzee was smoking a joint and strutting around like a chimp celebrity. The three of them were talking smack, giggling, and having a hell of a good time. The genie and his shorty started rapping the lyrics of a popular song that rhymed. Not to be outdone, the chimpanzee sung Willie Nelson's hit, Nightlife, with pride. The genie joined in saying, this is some damn good herb. I'm so damn satisfied. The three of them performed for each other into the wee cold hours of the night. I sat there and watched them do their thing until I got this hell of a big appetite. So into my crib, just as hungry as I could be, with the intentions of hurrying back, I threw some grub into a bag and returned to watch the pack and eat my snack. On and on, the three rapped and sung. You can believe me or not, this is a fact. The genie rolled me a joint and said, climb into the bottle and be part of the act. Not resisting the genie's invite, jumping inside the bottle, some notes I nailed. The jumping bottle had smoke pouring out the top each time we exhaled. The stone genie said, let me do my thing and grant you any wish. I replied, just roll me a joint as big as a whale. You know, that creature that swam like a fish. The roll-lit joint he placed in my mouth. I puffed and began to sail. Sailing through the universe, I met some stone characters from Grimm's fairy tales. I never wanted this sensational high feeling to come to an end and stop. I thought, I better get up and ask the genie to give me some herb for later from his crop. This is exactly what happened to me the very last time I smoked some herb. I witnessed a genie, his shorty, and pet chimpanzee's performance that was superb. You can believe it or not, or think I made up this crazy, ridiculous lie. But the fact is, you cannot prove this didn't happen to me the last time I got high. My next poem is entitled, I'm on a mission. I'm on a mission. I'm gonna find out if Popeye lied. Olive oil has him and Bruno fighting all over the place. I'm so perplexed. Are they fighting olive oil because they want to have sex? You can look at her and see she isn't a fox. No, I don't believe Popeye could kick Bruno's ass. The only way this ass-kicking scenario can be true is to bring some truth to Popeye's spinach alibi. Now, in the event, the spinach was not spinach, but is cannabis, then this make-believe ass-kicking Popeye gives Bruno can be believed. No matter how long it takes, I'm going to find out if this is weed instead of spinach Popeye eats. Otherwise, I'm going to stick to the fact that I don't believe Popeye achieved to give Bruno the ass whooping the comics claim Bruno received. My next selection is entitled My Weed. I can't find my weed. I've looked everywhere. The last time I was getting stoned before I passed out, I said, I'm gonna put the rest of this good shit up for later on. Now it's gone. I can't find my weed. I've looked everywhere. I've searched high and low, thinking that I was putting it in my regular safe-keeping spot in the bowl shaped like a hexagon. Now it's gone. I can't find my weed. I've looked everywhere. A lesson learned: to put away unsmoked weed before you get ready to pass out and wake up and say, "No, now it's gone. I can't find my weed. I forgot. Now it's gone. I forgot where I put my weed. Now it's gone. Now it's gone. Now it's gone. I can't find my weed." It's entitled, "I Smoke Weed with Love." Hey, I smoke weed and it goes straight to my head. It makes me want to eat some sweets and kick back in my bed. No fuss, no buzz, just me and my weed are the only things that are important to make me feel heavenly indeed. I know how it feels to be the coolest of the cool, the boss Snoop Dogg. I want to save enough money to buy him a joint as big as a nice fat hog. I visualize me and Dog telling jokes and talking some good old bullshit called smack. And now and then, Dog raps about some crazy dude named Jack. I love the feeling that I get when I'm stoned. I feel like I'm a big shot, propped up on a cannabis throne. Take a tip from my lips. Take it easy. Take it easy. Come on, take it easy. Come on, baby, and squeeze me. Bam, 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 bam. I feel so good when I'm high. At any moment, being high makes me want to take off and fly way up in the clouds. Is exactly where I want to be. Calling my best friend and telling him what heaven is like on my new smartphone. I don't ever want this buzz to go away, 'cause I want to keep on smoking weed like Dog does every day. As I take another toast to life, to Martha Stewart's pot roast, here's to Snoop Dogg, here's to me. This good pot is the most. Here's to the trees, here's to the birds, here's to the water, to the wind, and here's to me. Here's to the sky, to the earth, to the rain and snow, and to Snoop Dogg, as high as he can be. Take a tip from my lips. Take it easy, take it easy. Come on, take it easy. Come here, babe, and squeeze me. I'm gonna keep on smoking weed underneath the bow tree ain't gonna let this weird bullshit that people do get next to me. Frazzle, 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 de-dazzle, yum, yum, I want some. Deep puffs on a blunt might make you rap or hum. Frazzle, de-dazzle, de-dazzle, yum, yum. Smoking weed makes me feel so happy, helping to bring me into the world. I should give thanks to my pappy. In all my days, smoking weed could be this great. I'll kick back on my bed with my wine and eat a big steak. Frazzle, de-dazzle, de-dazzle, I always want to keep a weed stash. Frazzle, de-dazzle, de-dazzle, talking trash with dog and keeping me lots of cash. Take a tip from my lips. Take it easy, come on, take it easy. Come here, babe, and squeeze me. My next selection is entitled The Bomb. I laughed and laughed and couldn't stop. I made it to my bed where I had to flop. I got the munchies worse than someone desiring water in a bad drought. So I grabbed a handful of chocolate from my night table candy bowl and popped them into my mouth. I laid my head on the pillow and started having this sensational dream. The dream was so funny, I laughed so hard I thought I would burst or just scream. I was having so much fun and such a good time, I realized I should have bought a bigger bag of marijuana than a dime. The pot was so good, my hair started curling all over my head. I thought, fuck! I'm sure glad I made it to my damn bed. I can lay here safe and sound, 'cause my whole house is rising off the fucking ground. My next poem is entitled The Bomb. I laughed and laughed and couldn't stop. I made it to my bed where I had to flop. I got the munchies worse than someone desiring water in a bad drop. So I grabbed a handful of chocolates from my night table candy bowl and popped them into my mouth. I laid my head on my pillow and started having this sensational dream. The dream was so funny, I laughed so hard, I felt I would burst or just scream. I was having so much fun and such a good time, I realized I should have bought a bigger bag of marijuana than a dime. The pop was so good, my hair started curling all over my head. I thought, fuck! I'm sure glad I made it to my damn bed. I can lay here safe and sound, 'cause my whole house is rising off the fucking ground. In this dream, everything and everyone took off flying through the air as I laid back and enjoyed this fucked up feeling, saying to myself, hell, I don't care. Damn, this is the bomb. My next poem is entitled, Ain't No Shame in My Game. No shame, no shame, ain't no shame in my game. Smoking weed goes with my name. No shame, no shame. Stand high is my aim. Reaper is my nickname. No shame, no shame. When I'm stoned, I'm tame. Smoking weed has given me fame. No shame, no shame. Ain't no shame in my game. My rapping is filled with flame. I confess I'm awesome, folks proclaim. Ain't no shame, 'cause ain't no shame in my game. My next poem is entitled Shindig at the Zoo. It was 420 International Weed Day at the zoo. All the pot smoking animals were gathering to have a hell of a rendezvous. They had to decide on how often to throw an off-the-chain shindig. Everyone is invited, so it's gonna be big. Sir Tiger and Lady Tigress were great at preparing all the celebrations. So they were put in charge of making all the fabulous decorations. Mr. Elephant, he could play the music on his thingamajig. That really wild thing he made special out of twigs for the gig. Mr. Lion was brilliant at rolling a huge blunt, 'cause smoking weed is all he does when he and his shorty aren't on a hunt. Mr. Gorilla will prepare the grub, 'cause that's all he loves to do is eat. If he's not dozing from smoking too much weed and have to catch a little sleep. Mr. Hippo from France is a rapper. If we can get him away from his cockatoo, he raps to her about all the low-down, nasty things he wants to do to her in the zoo. Mr. Monkey, he can be our comedian because he loves to signify. Everyone knows that son of a bitch can really tell a good lie. Miss Flamingo, decked out in her pink, can roll her belly and do a shake dance. She's a low-life tramp that loves to be in anybody's meaningless romance. Madame Kangaroo, she has to come. She's so much fun. When she bends over and shakes her ass at the crowd while yelling out, "I'm going to Amsterdam to be with my man Cunningham." Mr. Giraffe, the billionaire, is Lady Zebra's, the Bohemian's biggest fan. He cracks up when she strips naked of all her stripes and says, "Come and catch me if you can." Mr. and Mrs. Panther requested the zookeeper to put a haystack by the gate so they could smoke weed, kick back, and make out like two maniacs. Mr. Chimpanzee said, "I'm going to bring my concubine, Madeline. She loves to smoke weed all the time and drink cheap wine." Now, after all the plans were made and the date was set to have a ball, the planning committee knew that away from this shindig, these pothead residents would not be able to crawl, not at all. My next poem is entitled "Ain't Complaining." A stone marijuana smoking giraffe, trying to hide from the crowd, thought of a clever plan to put his head in a cloud. "No one can see my face or recognize me. I can stay up here and smoke my heavenly pot for eternity. I don't have to pass my joint to other giraffes who can't afford to buy, or let their juicy lips wet my joint when I give them a drag off my supply. The mooching giraffes know who they are, so I don't have to point. I told the lion, I'm not being stingy when I hide in a cloud to smoke my joint. High in the air with my head in the sky, I'm in a peaceful place. When I take a drag, a bunch of moochers and not stare me in the face. I used to think the jungle was a cool place to freely roam in and smoke my weed until the economy froze and mooching giraffes began to breed from need. Now, I ain't complaining, but the unstable economy has created a hell of a drought. I'm tired of sharing my pot stashed away for a rainy day to help me chill out. I told the vulture flying high in the sky within earshot, the economy has to get better or in the clouds hiding from pot moochers is where I have to seek shelter. It's a crying shame. Every time I used to light up, the moochers wanted to hang out. I'm hoping and praying they sure don't find out about my skyward hideout. There's a difference from ain't complaining and telling it the way it is about some moochers begging to smoke up all my pot bliss. My next poem is entitled, I Just Can't Believe It. The party's over, and I had so much fun. I smoked joint after joint until the rising of the sun was done. I laid back on the ground looking up in the sky, daydreaming how good it feels to be high. I feel so carefree when I smoke pot. I get so lazy, I don't care if I get things done or not. Some people say roses are red and money is green. There's no better grass than what I'm inhaling, it seems. I know it should matter if I get some things done. But smoking pot and being lazy is so much fun. I really couldn't care less if I ever get anything done at all. I'd rather be high and smoke pot in the summer, winter, spring, and fall. I just can't believe day after day I do the very same damn thing. I would smoke my pot, watch time fly, and accomplish a lot of nothing. It doesn't matter that I do the same thing each and every day, just as long as I can smoke pot, because it's legal in California today. My next poem is entitled, I Forgot. I'll say it again. I forgot what I said. I've been smoking this pot. It's not that I wasn't paying attention, Fred. I forgot smoking this pot. Can you repeat it again, my friend? And I will pass you the roach. It's not the roach in your dirty den that hides its joint when you approach. This time, I would try not to forget what you say. But you know how pot goes to my head. Once when I woke up on a bright sunny day, I didn't know the woman's name laying next to me that I had wed. So don't feel bad because I said I forgot. Cause you smoke enough grass. And it's not the first time I forgot smoking pot. I can't tell a pain in the ass from laughing gas. that is just the way it is when I smoke pot. Like yesterday, I also forgot. I smoked some joints, ate some cookies, nice and hot, and the whole damn day I forgot. My next song sounds like a song, but my next poem is entitled Burnt Fingers. The roach was so short, it burnt my fingers. I had to get a drag, otherwise it's hard to keep up with this group of swingers. So I have more weed in my big brown bag. Light me another joint, 'cause the side of my finger is burnt. Smoking joints too short is a lesson I've not learned. Again and again, I smoke joints too short, unconcerned, trying to get all I can from the weed I yearn. Now, my fingers have burns on the inner tips 'cause I smoke a joint too short, trying to put it to my lips. When I smoke weed as good as this, burnt fingers are only part of the visual signs of my bliss. My next poem is entitled Puff, 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 said the big bad wolf. Puff, 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 said the big bad wolf as he inhaled a big lung full of weed. I'm not gonna blow your house down while my old lady reads Beowulf. Pigs, I wanna chow down on your grandma's cornbread. I know when you spy me strolling towards your crib, you thought it was doomsday again, or I was gonna start blowing, then whip out my bed. Dig. My things were tossed away in a bowl of chow mein. Tell your grandma to make me some cornbread in a big pan, and I will be on my merry way. My woman and I want to watch a movie about Santa's sleigh, smoke pot, drink beer, and eat your granny's cornbread.